let me introduce this gentleman over here, Texas Tommy Breen, all the way from Fort Worth, Texas.
I grew up in New Jersey. I lived 10 minutes away my whole life, and I had never been to the Meadowlands Fair until I joined the World of Wonders. So I do mostly swords is my specialty. I'm the sword swallower. Sometimes you get really weird comments from the audience, like a guy, they try to see, they don't believe you, and it's like, all right, I'm going to swallow the sword, and they yell stuff out like, oh, he's got a thing in his shirt, and he's putting it in his shirt, and then I bend over, and they're like, oh, well, I guess he really did that. I started learning when I was in high school. I decided that this would kind of be something fun to do, maybe to travel around with a circus or something. And I always wanted to be the sword swallower, so I started learning how to do that. But it took me years, like all through college, and then I finally got some swords down.
Now watch Texas Tommy swallow the sword. Over the lips, past the gums, look out, stomach, and here it comes. What a way to make a living.
My dad was okay. He would bring his friends to the show to see it. My grandfather loved it. He was the only one. He wanted to hear stories and see pictures, but the women in the family were a little upset that I graduated from college and then went and joined the sideshow on the carnival. They weren't so happy about that. In high school, I did telemarketing and I was horrible at it, but I didn't have Ward Hall and Chris to show me what I was doing wrong. Chris thought something was wrong with me. I brought my friend Chelsea out with me, and he kept asking her, like, what's wrong with Tommy? Doesn't he ever talk? Because I'm really, really shy.
And Chris said, well, I know how to correct that. I want you to become the front talker. And I said, that'll never happen. The man's too shy. Well, once he got up there and on the microphone and had the attention of the people, he lost his shyness.
I was just doing swords on Bally, so I got to listen every day, and I just would really watch them and see what they were doing, because I was just having fun. And when they said, like, you're going to do it, they'd put me out there, and I just did like a lame version of their Ballies, and they said, you know what, next time do this and slow down a little bit. And they gave me little pointers while I was up there, and they really helped kind of just steer me along. They didn't sit me down, they just let me go out and they guided me while I was out there. But if you come right down in front, we're going to have the man eat fire. I'm going to swallow a sword, and we'll bring out the beautiful young lady magician, and she'll blow your mind. So come down over here, bring out the headless woman. I love my job as the front talker. It's just a lot of fun, and it's hard work, because a lot of times they don't want to come in that tent, but it's like if I could build a big crowd and keep them entertained and get them all in the tent, then it's like I could see that I've done my job. So I can pretty much do anything that needs to be done in the show. It's all ready to start, and it's all here to entertain you. You came out to the fair to see something strange, and this is definitely the most strange thing you'll ever see in your life. Gorilla, gorilla, gorilla. You'll see a girl change into a gorilla before your very eyes. I've been the gorilla. I've been in that costume, that sweaty, hot costume. I've been in that. That's scary, because you can't really see out of that gorilla head too much, and I'm always afraid to step too far out. I don't want to fall off that little stage. So I just jump out and wave my hand a little bit. I just feel great. You know, it's like if I have a bunch of different really good turns, then it's like I feel like I'm the man, you know? It's like I did that. But people threaten to beat me up. They've said I'm going to hell. You know, they call me a liar. They stand out front and yell until I give them their money back, and then sometimes it's fun fighting with the people who didn't like the show, but sometimes it's like, oh my God, you know, it's just a show, you know, it's $3. Give me a break, man. For a long time, I mean, most of my life, I kind of dreamed about being in the circus or something like that, so I really like it. I think I'll do it as long as it's still fun and as long as I can still make a little money at it.
So, you know, now has had enough experience. He knows how to put up the tent. He knows how to put up the banner line. We would turn the show over to him if he would be willing to take the responsibility.
And while you line up over here, I'll be the one to let you in. Watch as Sunshine wrestles the giant snake. And watch as I swallow the sword. You ready, Janet?
And that's just a little taste. Would you like a little taste, Janet?
I used to just be the front talker, and I would help set up the show and everything. But now I drive the semi-tractor trailer, and I have to make sure everything runs smooth and do whatever I got to do. Give people breaks and basically everything, and it's a lot more than I could have imagined. It's a challenge, but I like it. You know, I was hoping to one day do something more than just be a performer, so now I'm learning the inside kind of stuff.